Monkey Man. Monkey Man buyur.
Şu anlık bir sıkıntı yok herhalde.
Level bak lan biz zaten.
Adam ezildi.
Desene kaç lira?
Amına kutumu çocuğu.
Ben kanka kaç lira var kanka?
Anasını siktiklerim.
Bende 300 var, sende 3 olması lazım.
Ben de 22.
Hepiniz hesap vereceksiniz. Hepiniz hesap vereceksiniz. Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber. Hepiniz hesap vereceksiniz. Hepiniz hesap vereceksiniz. Yürü.
Joining me now on the phone is Catherine Cohen. Catherine is an American who is in a hotel in Istanbul where she just heard a bomb or an explosion go off. So Catherine, we're looking at these live pictures now and there appears to be smoke. What did you hear? Did you see anything?
We just heard a bomb about 10 minutes ago. And the sun is now just coming up, so now there's some light. We've been up all night. We heard a couple of bombs earlier, and one sounded like it was so close to us. We're at the Four Seasons on the Bosphorus, so the bridge is right to the left of us. We're on the Europe side. We can hear, we've heard gunshots, and it sounds like they're coming from the Asia side, right near the bridge. We've been hearing them all night, as well as the fighter planes flying overhead. And we were outside for a little bit on the terrace because we wanted to see what was going on, hear what was going on, and after the last explosion, everyone just ran inside.
Yeah.
Çıkmak yasak. Evine. Herkes evlerine. Çetin açıklamaları var. Bu darbe girişimini reddediyoruz. Ve duruma hakim
General Çetin, Jandarma Genel Komutanı Galip Bey'in emriyle konuşuyoruz. Halkımız sokağa çıksın, bu darbeyi reddediyoruz, personel köşesine çekilsin.
Bravo.
Bursa Jandarma Komutanı
Genelkurmay'ı vurmuşlar.
Hesap verecek. Darbeciler hesap verecek. Darbeciler hesap verecek. Darbeciler hesap verecek. Darbeciler hesap verecek. Darbeciler hesap verecek. Çıkıyoruz o zaman. Bir dakika. Endişeye var.
Polisleri görüyorsunuz burada. Bunlar bir şey yapamıyor. Polisler de bir şey yapamıyor. Şu anda herkes yapıyor.
Tam yabancı değilim de. Tam. Dur. Girmeyin oralara.
Some breaking news coming into CNN right now. Chaos in Turkey. The Turkish prime minister is saying that the military in his country has taken illegal action against its own government. Let's get right to CNN Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr. Barbara, what do we know?
Very little, Jake. Reports coming out of Turkey at this hour are indicating that Turkish military forces are being seen in both the capital of Istanbul, possibly on the bridges crossing the Bosporus, so famous as a tourist attraction to so many people who travel there. Also in the capital of Ankara, military forces, Turkish air forces being seen operating there. Here is the bottom line military question at this hour. Is there, in fact, a coup underway in Turkey? Now, as you say, the Turkish Prime Minister, the Reuters news agency reporting a few minutes ago, he is saying military action is being taken outside of the Turkish chain of command. Is that a coup? We do not know the answer to that right now. But across Washington and at NATO in Europe, suddenly they are scrambling to try and find out exactly what is going on with the Turkish military. So let's unpack this a little bit. You know, for some time now, the government there under a great deal of pressure, both from the left and the right. Historically, Turkey is a country where the Turkish generals have been very powerful and have exerted that power in the past, but not in the last several years. Turkey, a very important U.S. military ally. The U.S. absolutely relies on access to Turkish military bases to fly missions against ISIS in Syria and Iraq. They want even more access. They want the Turkish military to crack down on the border with Syria and stop the flow of foreign fighters. The Turks taking military action against terrorist elements in their country, including ISIS. We saw how concerned all of this became with the attack on the Istanbul airport. How did attackers get in to that airport? What kind of security lapses? What kind of confidence the people have in their government? Tonight, the bottom line at this hour, Jake, we simply do not know. Is this a full-fledged coup? And what does it mean for U.S. national security?
Ulan bu kadar mühimmatı teröre karşı kullanmadınız be. Bakın.
So I want to bring in now CNN terrorism analyst Paul Cruikshank, our chief national security correspondent Jim Sciutto, and of course Fareed Zakaria that I mentioned off the top here with us as well. So Fareed, your reaction to what's happening tonight. Did this coup, it was not successful, was it?
It seems to me that it's failed. We obviously don't know for sure, but there are a number of signs that it hasn't succeeded. The head of the army never came out and asked for support, which means the army itself was never unified. This does not. Turkey has had some would say 3.5 coups. All of those have been top-down directed. The Turkish army is very disciplined. When it does a coup, it knows how to do it. Right. This was very different, a kind of scattershot approach. A group of people seemed to have done it. They hadn't gotten their act together. What you do is you first arrest the president, then you take control of all sources of information, media. So none of that happened.
You said these were junior members of the military.
It seemed that's what the Erdogan people are saying. We don't know exactly who they are, but certainly what we know is the chief of staff has not come out in favor of the coup. None of the key senior admirals or generals have. It's also interesting to watch those images, Don. What you see is Turkey is very different from Egypt, which is the country that had a coup a few years ago. Turkey's per capita GDP is 4 to 5 times that of Egypt, maybe 3 times that of Egypt's. This is a middle-class country. Yeah. It has a civil society. It has a media like CNN Turk and other things. The opposition party came out in support of Erdogan, even though they hate him. Yeah. So there is a much richer culture here. It's very
standing for
difficult.
democracy now.
Precisely.
Which is very interesting.
It's
yeah.
heartening in a way. It is
Yeah.
very difficult to do a coup in a middle-class country.
Arkadaşlar imkanı olan herkes Atatürk Havalimanı'na gelsin. Bakın bu şaka değil. Biraz sonra Tayyip Erdoğan gelecek. Burada bir işler karışacak gibi duruyor. Aha. İmkanı olan herkes gelsin.
Aynen abi, aynen çağırıyor.
Tayyip Erdoğan diye gazeteci mi geliyor buraya?
It's democratic, and it's very American-like because we can, as journalists, right, criticize our government even though people may not support, right, and even just as not as media but as Americans we can criticize government and not being supportive of it, but understand that is the government that is put in place, and that appears to be what has happened now. Appears to be, because we don't know if this coup is over for sure, as you said.
And we know that this is a high-stakes game. This group of officers who have planned this coup know that they will be court-martialed and executed if they lose this struggle. So they are not going to go easily into the night.
Yeah.